Hey guys, Dan Sipping Cider, Mace Windu. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but coming back at you with a few new things going forward. First, you'll probably notice my face is somewhere new on the screen. I've been rewatching some of my vids and realizing I was kind of covering up part of my hand, and sometimes I would also like hover over the deck side to get like how many cards are left in the deck, and that was covered by my face, so we're gonna try it over here. I'm covering up Morvrid, but I think during the gameplay this is gonna be the optimal spot. The other thing we're gonna be doing that's new, at least for a little bit, is I'm gonna be trying an Infinite Blackstone challenge. So I want to no longer am I gonna do free drafting while this challenge is going. I'm just going to be doing the premium rewards. By the way, I had mentioned before I thought you got the same rewards. I think you do get slightly better rewards here. I've noticed my 12 wins with the free draft usually get me like an epic and a couple packs plus some other stuff. And then the Blackstone 12 wins usually give me a legendary and three packs, which is a significant upgrade. And then those other like crystals and maybe other random cards or something too. So I do think you get better rewards. We're just going to keep doing Blackstone as much as we can. We're starting off with a nice hefty 23. Had a few, I think I had just like stockpiled 16 or something. And then I opened a legendary to duplicate, which put me through the forge a bunch, which gave me more Blackstone. I also got some currency I spent Blackstone on. All right, so how can you get Blackstone in this game? You can get it from winning drafts. That's the main thing I'm going to try to do. And I'm going to keep trying to win enough so that we never have to play free again, or as long as this challenge lasts. Some other sources where we're going to get income is the Blackstone is every week. If you complete all your quests, that's 10. And then, like we just talked about, the Warp Forge, and you can spend, or the Warp Forge, the Forge. Progressing through the Forge will give us Blackstone, and you can spend currency on Blackstone. I like to spend currency on Blackstone. I like to spend currency so I don't accidentally like click on the wrong pack when I'm in the store. So I am gonna spend my currency. I like to spend it on Blackstone. I'm just wondering, it could kind of feel like cheating in this challenge if I'm getting extra Blackstone that way. I mean, all the income that isn't draft feels a little like cheating, but a lot of it's unavoidable. Like, I'm not gonna not collect my weekly rewards just for this challenge. What we could do is like say any Blackstone we get that's not drafting, we keep track of it and like that won't count. So like say if I get 20 Blackstone from other sources and if I ever drop below 20 Blackstone, then we say the challenge is over that we lost. So that's one way we could do it. Um, or we could just say, yeah, we get Blackstone. The way we're going to be spending Blackstone is through drafting. I'm going to try to draft every day, at least once a day. Let's make it a little interesting. Um, so yeah, let's kick it off here. Also, I'm going to be playing as competitively as possible, at least at the beginning, because I'm trying to beat the challenge. Infinite Blackstone. We don't want to pick bad picks and not win more Blackstone. And as I say that, I was really kind of wanting to pick this guy. I know I just like rated Chaos really low, but I want to try Chaos. Like, I can't remember the last time I drafted Chaos. And this guy is pretty sweet. I think he's the best one. But if we want to just win Blackstone, I would pick this. Let's make it spicy. I got a lot of Blackstone. The week is about 10. We're gonna get 10 more. Let's try this guy right here. So I think Abaddon's Chosen and Chaos Legionary are good. I think this card's terrible. Dark Oratory is okay. It can like it's pretty rare that you're ahead on board. I'm guessing as Chaos, like I'm always ahead of board when I'm facing against them. But sometimes you can like deploy those 2-1 flank guys, like a bunch of them, and then do this, which could be powerful. Delightful Agonies is actually okay. You can heal your Warlord if you need to, healing on another unit. That is hard to do. Like usually they kill off your units since your opponent's good. And then for each dark pack on it. The last part's really relevant. I mean, if you have a bunch of dark packs on a unit, you're probably winning that game. This guy's just stats. It's okay. It's actually okay stats. Not that good though. And this card's okay. This card's okay. This could potentially win games. I'm not sure how we're gonna make it till turn 10. Maybe if I was playing Abaddon, who has that healing, I'd be more inclined. But with this guy, I want to play a lower curve and kind of just dump out our hand. So I'm gonna pick this. We have one dead card, but these two are like exactly what we want for this sort of deck. I don't need more card draw. This guy's awesome in practice mode, but I'm guessing against real opponents, they actually just kill it, and you don't just get tons and tons of dark packs. Hellbrood's actually good. Um, it's a little bit Dreamland that you're getting a ton of dark packs with it, but it's just super solid stats for a 7 drop. 7 health, 2 armor, 6/6. This is okay removal. It's just crazy to think that the Terror of Vardengast, the Tyrannid Warlord, has this as their talent, except it also gets flying and a bonus too. I guess instead of it's not enemies in play, it's your allies, but it's like pretty close. Noise Marine's solid. You have to bump with your Warlord the turn you play it if you want it to be good, but then it's good. And Hellbrute's, like we just said, solid. Wow, another Black Crusade. I'm planning on picking a low curve, so I'm guessing it's not going to be that good. Chosen's okay. Actually, Chosen's solid. Kalis Lure, not the best. So probably picking this one. Like this card is playable. All the cards in it are playable. It's a little bit of a lower curve. I think this guy's okay. This card's pretty not that good. I don't like this either. No, no, no. Okay. Hideous Mutation is solid. This is a way to actually keep one of our units alive so we can stack all the dark packs on it. Warp Talon's good. It's okay. That card's not. So are we picking this? No. No. Wow, we're picking this. Ay, ay, ay. This is why, like, it's just hard to find good picks, which is why I think Chaos is so bad. This is terrible. This is no, 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 not really. No. Okay, okay. This guy's okay. This guy's solid. I don't love this, but at least there's two playables in that. Okay. This can actually kind of work with our low to the ground strategy. This guy's a great one to put dark packs on, and this is playable. Good, good. No. Okay. Good. I can't remember what his talent is. Deal 3 for deal 2 to 4 damage. If the target dies, deploy this guy. And it's 3? 3. So it's like summon this guy. plus deal 2 to 4 damage, assuming you use this spell right. That's good. So it's a good talent. Stats are okay for a 5 drop. This is an okay pick right here. Oh, we actually have an interesting choice. I think like the worst card in this pack is this Chaos Terminator. The worst card in this pack is the Vex Machinator. And the worst card here is maybe the Possessed Marine. And it's not even that bad. I kind of feel bad picking up these two because I think like out of all of these cards, probably the best one here is actually I'm not sure what the best one is. I think we're not picking this one. It's either Rites of Possession or Chaos Ascendant. I think like these two cards are probably slightly above average out of these six, but this is the bottom. I'm still gonna pick here. No, like you're supposed to put this. It's on a unit, so you put it on your Warlord, right? So you get all that value, but then you need a lot of health on your Warlord, and I just don't see how you do that. Maybe if you're Abaddon, Chaos Spawn is actually going to be okay for the deck we're doing. I don't know about this guy. Oh, this guy's solid. This guy can just run away with the game. Don't like this. Get still to a friendly troop. Draw a card for each dark pact on it. I mean, funny combo with this guy, but otherwise, no. And actually, this is a solid pack. I really like this card, but I can't take these two unplayables. And like, these are all playable. I think Dark Apostles are good. I don't know if I've ever really seen him in draft, but like he's got 7 health and okay attacks. And if he survives, you're just really happy. So just try it. Ooh, I do like Helldrake Strike. This is okay too. I've got so many of these, they're so bad. Just because 10 mana. Um, we like this. 5, 4, 6, 5. That's fine stats. What's your talent? Oh wait. A random black legion psychic power. You have +2 to this turn and heal 1 to all friendly units. That's good. Deal 2, 3 damage to a random enemy. That's okay. Give a dark pack to a friendly troop, but it's 2. I mean, this is probably the worst one of these three. Actually, they're all a little subpar, but he's okay stats. 6, 6, 6, 6 with 1. Your stratagems cost 1 less. Hey, that's pretty good. That's good stats. And if it survives, it gives you good tempo. What's the last option? Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, I like that pick. I do think execution could be quite good. The problem is these two are both pretty meh. Uh, no thanks. No thanks. So I guess we're picking here. I think they're all at least playable. Actually, this guy's okay. I thought this was the 2, 3, 3, 2, but this guy actually has a third health and Vanguard. So this is an okay card. This is an okay card. This is just the bad card. And then we don't like this. Oh, this is a good card. I didn't look at this close enough. I thought this was something else. No, this is good. And this is okay. And then these are all okay. I think I'd rather pick this. Pick up that execution. Every time my opponent plays this, I just laugh. And it's like another of those 4-year-old do nothings. That said, this card's okay. And this card is not. Why does this card exist? 5 for 5 health. You'd want like 5, 5 stats, but this 3 just means it's going to get taken advantage of. This is okay. I like this guy. This guy's solid. It's a bit slow. Ah, here's the card I've been wanting. Ooh, and a Trader State and the Hell's Drake Strike. I like all of these. Yes. Okay, that pick again. This guy's good. This is a good card. This is a good card. This wishes it was Hideous Mutation, but it's just the same thing for 2 more mana. Maybe sometimes you get a unit with a Dark Pact on it, but it's just so much win more at that point. But these two cards are solid. Bringer of Decay and Hideous Mutation. This guy's okay. It's playable. You guys gain a Dark Pack of Blood, and Blood is 2 melee. Just the one range means like it's just gonna die for free almost. So we're picking that? Yeah. We have one pretty bad card, but it's there's so okay, it's just bad. But these two are so good. I'm gonna pick this one. And here we are, down to the last game. 11 wins, 2 losses. Win or lose, the run is gonna end. So this run's actually been pretty nice. I was at 11 and 1 defeat. I just lost my last game though to an orc player. It was a pretty good game. He did a that 4 mana card that reduces the cost of your troops by 2, and then he played like 3 tide cards. So the fact that this has 0 range isn't as bad. Pretty sure that guy costs 3. Okay, that's good. Nice. And I almost came back. I drew a Spondum, but I drew it a turn too late. And then I kept a lot of my spawn alive. I did Dark Oratory that gave them all a Dark Pack. And so I kept a bunch alive. I just have to go for it, right? Spondum! Okay. All right, let's do this. And then we can Dark Oratory. What do we want a Dark Oratory for? Um, I suppose we could do 2 health. That would leave a lot of them alive. Obviously, the ones trading in there will still die, but it's just 2 of the trades. So one question is, do we save 1 by trading with our hero? We're pretty low, but I'm gonna do it. It's alive. And then he played the card that like summons a Storm Boy for each of my troops or units or whatever. And so then his Spondum has been amazing, especially with like Dark Oratory or the Apostle that just like gives the dark packs to your whole board. Like those are the combo turns I'm talking about. Okay, well that was pretty good what they just did. So none of my stuff has ranged. And so then he had just a ton of flying stuff that my Spondum couldn't attack, and he was able to close out the game. But there's been some cool combos in this deck, and obviously the funny thing is, first time I'm playing Chaos, I might be getting 12 wins, and I put them at the bottom of my tier list. There's actually like some powerful synergy stuff they can do. The Spondum is really powerful, especially like when you have the Dark Apostle or the Dark Oratory to just give them all the buffs. And there's just some solidly good cards too. Every card in my hand here is pretty good. And it's against a bot. We did it. I'd I definitely learned a lot from this draft. One, you probably gotta move chaos up on my tier list. Obviously, one draft is not enough for me to like put them too far up, but they're not that bad actually. They have decent cards and they can do some powerful synergy. They have really powerful synergies if you can pull them off. Like most of their cards on their own are pretty weak, but when you can like the big combos is like Apostle with like a cheap spell, Dark Apostle, and just like buffing a board is really strong. I used to think it's really hard to have a board with them, but it's easy to get a board with like your stealth, your warp talons, or spawn them and just like spawning a bunch of stuff the turn you're gonna start buffing. There's also just cheap units. They have a one drop, they have some two drops that you can just play and then buff, or put into like a big buff from your Dark Apostle or Dark Oratory. The other thing I'm kind of learning is there are certain synergies in draft you can do that I thought were just terrible. For example, the orc card that 4 mana reduces the cost of your infantry by two that turn. I got blown out in one of the games by that. And I used to think that card was terrible. But I suppose if you draft around it enough, it's worth the high roll for like just getting a free win sometimes. A Tyranid player did this to me too. I don't think I had this game on stream, but he played two of I think it's like Overwhelming Tide. It reduces the cost of all your units by one. He played two of those in a turn. And then he was playing as Turvagon, and like every turn up until turn six, he was just hero powering and not really playing out his Termagants. And then just turn six, he had like 312 attack minions on the board, and it was over. So those discount things might be better than I thought. Like you do need to draft around them to pull it off, and you're not always going to draw into it, but it might be worth it. All right, let's see what we got. Swarm Lord. Oh right, 3 packs. Yeah, see the rewards are better quite consistently. And we got 4 Blackstones, so not even enough to do another draft, but that will keep us going.